Hello again, everyone, and welcome to episode 11 of No Silver Linings. I am your keeper, Mark, and with me as always are these investigators who are edging closer and closer to the truth behind what it is going on in the silver mines. Before we bring the curtain up on our investigation, let's introduce our investigators. Dave, you're up first.
Hey, I'm Dave. I am the DM for the Saffron Saga and Journeys to the Radiant Citadel over on our streaming side of the house. Tonight I'm playing Ulick O'Shea, who's a 32-year-old local of silver mines and who's he's back a few years from World War I in the Royal Irish Constabulary, where he saw some weird cosmic horror shit in the trenches that took 199 of his men and left him alive. Then, when he told anyone about it, he was subsequently cast down into the insane asylum in the north of England. And then he eventually got home, to which 2 seconds after his mother seen him, she died of a stroke, claiming that he wasn't her son. So he's a little bit fucked up in the head, knows a lot about the local traditions down in Pukas. He's quite fond of a pint.
Very good, thank you, sir. Next up then we have Ryan.
Hi guys, I'm Ryan, aka Deranged Rhino, as you should all know by now. That's Bodhi saying hello. Hopefully he'll behave himself this evening instead of last night where he was snoring, if that's what you heard on the last episode. I am playing Professor Montgomery Miles. He's a mild-mannered man who is much into his learned states and is very, very much enjoying keeping an eye on this group of, well, let's be honest, they're quite psychotic, but in a very interesting and elusive way.
Excellent, thank you, Ryan. Next up then we have Keith.
Hello, my name is Keith, and I am a filthy casual when it comes to the Emerald Collective. I jump in and jump out and play the fun games and run away when things get difficult. I am controlling and operating the character Charlie Mitchell, who started out as a kind of landed gentry type of a posh gentleman from up the road, an antiquarian interested in the occult. But the occult has gotten a little more interested in him, and I think now he's either on the edge of a mental breakdown or is definitely skirting around it. So we will have to see how poor old Charlie gets on.
I'm sure we will, and I'm sure he'll be fine.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? And last but certainly not least, then we have Dean.
Hello, I am, quite a formally mentioned, Dean or Dino Bags, and I met all these gentlemen when I got home after a night's drinking and was wearing a piece of clothing that was stitched with their name in it from the Lost and Found. Had to go and give them back. That was weird. But I am playing Benson Cartwright, and don't mistake his calm demeanor for a weakness, because he's a bit of a tough nut. He really wants to get up to the guts in the weird and strange, and is incredibly jealous now of Charlie because he was attacked by what he told him, and is now sticking to him like glue just to see what's weird.
Very good. And as the story progresses on and on, we will no doubt come to see what mysterious and fantastic things are happening in silver mines. And before we resume our story, let's just do a quick recap of where we left off. After Charlie's business in the outhouse, where the tentacles have reached for him and seemed to almost squeeze the life out of him, he was this shadowy figure kicked the door in, pointed a gun, wondering what was going on, but to Charlie's amazement, these tentacles that had bound him just disappeared. Not before seeing this pair of milky white eyes in the bowl of the toilet and a third eye opening up above the other two. Relaying this information back to his comrades, the shadowy figure with the gun, identifying himself as Peter Houlihan, told him to meet him at his house. And so Charlie did just that thing and brought his companions with him. Peter seemed to be quite a paranoid and shifty looking character. He seemed to be kind of not really being a recluse in his own home, but a recluse in just one specific room in the house even, as he seems to have everything he needs in the living room, and judging by the smell, that includes the toilet. But this all just serves to emphasize just how paranoid this character is. And Benson noticed a map of the mines pasted onto the wall, and with the help of Professor Miles, they're able to kind of get a closer look at it and kind of discern that these are the 6 drilling shafts that were created by the team of researchers / archaeologists / miners, whatever it was that these people were, the drilling sites that they made. The site office moved mysteriously over to where shaft 4 used to be. And we left it on a bit of a chilling note where Peter was describing the abduction of Jack Sullivan at the hands of things that they have described as the Moonlight Man, and shared this very disturbing sketch of this undead-looking miner. And the last known instance of Jack Sullivan that Peter Houlihan has in his mind is the shrieking and screams as he's dragged into one of the drilling mines. And so the curtain comes back up in Peter Houlihan's living room. We're all standing around this sketch of this disheveled, undead-looking mine worker. Charlie, you mentioned before that you wanted to kind of take a look at some of the facts you've gleaned and see if you can link it back to anything you've studied.
Absolutely, yeah. Particularly, I think the term artifact. So, as people may or may not remember, when we looked at this new map, which shows how the internal shafts or the mines break out into different routes, and it describes elements of the different narrow passages, silver deposits, Cape prone to flooding, etc. The top of that says Silver Mines Artifact Recovery Operation, and the term artifact is sticking out for Charlie, or sticking out for Keith, who is hoping or wondering, with Charlie, with his history of reading about the occult and traveling to places. He's done a few talks on the occult. He's actually written a few papers on the occult, because of his kind of upper class background, has had the opportunity to travel to a few places as well.
Absolutely.
So would the term artifact be flagging anything or shedding any light on what's happening here?
Probably not. It's a bit too vague, but I will ask you for a hard no roll.
That is a hard no. Let's see what that does and is. Hard no.
K-N-O-W for...
Yeah, I was going to
hard
say
no on that.
No, but let's look at what you could have won.
And where
So
would I
you must
find...
get a hard success or an extreme success.
How would I do that?
Oh, sorry, it's under education. It's education, isn't it?
Click it.
Education, which I...
Click it like a Polaroid
Do I
picture.
have... Ooh, I've got 73 education.
Oh,
Fingers crossed, boys and girls.
Come on,
Sure,
big man,
yes.
you can't fuck this one up.
yeah. For the viewers at home, he rolled a 74. 74 out of 73. That's
It's because you said it out loud.
74.
Yeah.
75.
I think I might spend one luck point to knock that back down.
Well, you need a hard success, so there's probably no point in spending that luck point, just FYI.
Say what now?
You needed a hard success.
Oh, okay. And a hard success would have been... What would that have looked like?
Half of 73.
Oh, right. Yeah, no.
Which is, if you got 73 or less, it would have been a regular success. If you got half of 73, which is what, 37, 36, 37, that would have been your...
Out of Charlie and all his book smarts and all his background and his I'm so fancy with McCoy and going to frickin' Botswana. I'm higher educated than you. Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! I would have passed that. Just going to say yes.
Benson's
I know how
got
to do my
street smarts.
ABCs. Yeah, I know how to... I'm not going to repeat that. Yeah.
There you have it. You're unable to... The term artifact is far too vague. You've no recollection of what it could or might be. And Peter just kind of stands holding this piece of paper. Now, didn't I tell you? That's what I saw. And it torments me every time I close my eyes. I can still hear Jack's screams.
You ever seen him again since?
No.
Or why you all bolted up here?
In case it comes back for me.
How long has it been?
In 3 months.
3 months. It hasn't come back for you once. I don't think give a fucking two shites about you, lad.
If you saw what I saw, Ulick,
Would you come up with us? We'll go and take care of this.
I'm going to ask Ulick to roll an extreme persuasion check. You're asking a guy who's boarded himself up for the last 3 months to leave his house.
Pissed himself
And go to the source of the thing he's afraid of.
in his sleeping bag for 3 months.
While he's doing this as well, would I have an understanding of whether, based off this drawing, that silver glow would be as a result of the nitrate poisoning?
Make an idea roll, and for everyone listening, Ulick rolled a 38 over 10, which is a failure. He needed to roll a 1, or 2, sorry, a 2 or less. But he's like, O'Shea, I'm not going anywhere near those mines ever again. No, but, and he'll pick up a bottle of Paddy Irish whiskey that has a quarter left in it, and he'll hand it to you.
Take that. That's not piss, no, is
But
it?
if you no,
not piss, right.
if you want to go up fucking down that by, because what you're going to see up there is something you'll never forget.
Right.
Well, come here, and he kind of starts a bit, and he walks out towards the back past his sleeping bag into a utility, and you hear this kind of clanging of bits and pieces, and he comes back with a box, and he gives you this box, Ulick, and he takes the rifle that he was holding in his hand, and he gives it to Charlie. He says, "Here, if you're honestly considering going up there, you take that. He gives you 10 rounds of ammunition, Charlie." Ulick, looking in the box, he kind of just unfurled the little cardboard flaps on the box, and you find an oil lantern, a lighter, and 2 sticks of dynamite.
Ulick's taking the 2 sticks anyway.
Because if you're going up there, you fucking blow that whatever things or whatever that thing is, you blow it to hell.
I'll stick this fucking stick of dynamite up that fucker's silver nitrate hole.
Hey.
I blow him. Kingdom Come till be another 2,000 stars in the sky.
As they're dishing out all the oil lantern, the sticks, and the lighter, after Benson give Houlihan his cigar, he takes out one of his last cigars. He's running late, and takes out his own lighter and lights it. Fine craftsmanship. I like it.
Well, the fuse on that now is short. You're only going to get about 3 or 4 minutes out of it.
3 or 4 minutes out of fuse. My fuse short and not by. Been kicked out of the pub plenty of times for that.
I don't know how far you can run, but 3 or 4 minutes getting out of a mine, you can light that a day and a half before I get out of it.
Did you say that he gave Charlie some ammo?
Yeah, so you got a lever action rifle or a bolt action rifle and 12 rounds of ammunition.
Yes. Thank you.
Sorry, Keeper, what was the thing you asked me to roll before?
That was an idea roll.
What's that?
That's intelligence, sorry.
Oh, intelligence. Okay. Hard success with a 29 versus 65.
Yes,
Yeah, so you kind of ponder the information you've gleaned up to this point, Professor Miles, and you have a bit of a eureka moment. It's like the silver nitrate. You know, people have seen this Far Gallop or Moonlight Man, and whenever they get anyone who's had an eyewitness account that got too close to it had burning eyes, burning throat. You know that's part of the silver nitrate, and like silver nitrate, lunar caustic. This stuff gives off a glow in the moonlight. So this thing is covered in silver nitrate dust, and it's reflecting the moonlight. That's what you're thinking.
Okay.
And anytime there's a bit of a struggle or anything, it's this silver nitrate dust being shaken off this thing and being inhaled and landing on the skin and face of whoever it is they're close to.
Okay.
You are of the opinion that you don't, if this thing that Houlihan is talking about exists, you don't want to get close to it.
But not because it's paranormal, but because it's scientifically bad for me.
Scientifically, it would cause you ill health.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So yeah, Professor Miles is starting to go down the ideas of, yeah, this is definitely not paranormal. This is scientifically provable.
Charlie will also point out that the description that Peter Houlihan has given us and the drawing that he has given us very much matches the description that Eugene Grace has given us as well.
So he found Jack's corpse in a similar state.
Correct.
Well, if we're going up there, are we going up there during the day? Or are we going up there during the dark of night?
Well, how do we tell who's who in daylight?
Doesn't matter in the mines, lads. It's fucking dark no matter what hour of the day it is down there.
I think whenever we go, you must heal yourself first.
How do I heal myself? You have to wait fucking weeks and months for a break of the arm to heal. I've got me rifle. I've shot a rifle with one hand before. Don't you fucking worry.
Benson hasn't been privy to these guys talking about the silver nitrate all over the guy. But with Monty sort of having his wee remembrance scenario going, oh, I remember this. Does Benson notice him? You know, given that the whole raised eyebrow, you know, like a sitcom.
Sure, like, I mean, if you're all in the same room.
Monty, what is it you're thinking of?
I will say Monty does actually have, because any of these research trips that he would do like this, he would have a notepad and a pencil and stuff, so he probably would be sitting there kind of jotting down notes and stuff, so it would definitely be viewable.
Benson's going to slam his hand down on the table and roll his sleeve up Many of these may not have been witches, but there were definitely someone that done something that deserved the title. If these sons of bitches are covered in silver nitrate, I think our best friend is water. More importantly, water that's laced with salt, saline solution. That'll keep the silver from dousing us. Get bags of it, and anything that comes of it that's shiny or that has ill intent, if we douse it enough, we'll at least be protected by this infliction.
What bloody hell is saline solution?
Salt and water.
Salt? Sure. They probably keep heaps of it there in the bags outside the old sulphur mine, I'd say.
Well, then we need to get salt, bags of water, and turn them into something we can fucking chuck at this son of a bitch.
And if you need a heap of salt now, that's where I'd look anyway.
The bigger issue comes, though, that if we enter the mines, we can't exactly chuck solution towards the whole of the mine. If it's...
No, but we can chuck it at anything that fucking moves. I mean, this thing decided to move after it lost an arm and a bit of its head. Blow its fucking leg off.
Yes, of course. I meant more that the mine itself would be doused in this nitrate.
Yeah, but we can, of course, soak a rag in sealing, wrap it on your face.
It's a crude method, but it could work.
I mean, fuck it, if we're gonna die, it has to be for something, right?
Just FYI, silver nitrate's in powder form, just so you know.
Yeah, but if it goes... If it's
I just heard you say doused, it's like it's covered in powder, as opposed to...
Yeah, but I want to, like, hit him with it so it sticks to that son of a bitch, so it doesn't come at us.
Totally fine, yeah.
Well, I guess we better get some supplies then, if we intend to do this.
We get some sleep, some supplies, then we go up there and we sort this shit out once and for all.
Fortunately, we'll have to...
You will see the puka for what it really is.
Mr. Hulan, would you not like to get some retribution for your friend, if this truly is the case?
Not leaving. No.
Well, I tell you something then, Hulan. This thing kills me up there.
Well, I didn't fight.
I'll come back for you from beyond the grave, you fucking cowardly shite, you.
I'm giving you the fucking dynamite and the guns, and I'm helping you, but I'm not fucking sticking my neck out
In the midst of this conversation between Ulick and Hulan, Benson wants to round on his heel and just stare at Hulan and say, if we don't come back, it's coming for you, sooner or later, but you want to meet your maker, it's going to be on your terms or theirs. And he flicks back his trench coat and puts his hand on the revolver. You can come or you can stay, it's your choice.
I'll ask for one more extreme persuasion check.
Come on, I've got
It's going to
50.
take it, like, he's deep-seated here.
I'm not going to lie, right? I've got 50 points of luck. If I get a 51, I'm dropping them.
Do it.
As I had tried to say to him about retribution for his fallen friend, is that an assist in any way?
I'm not gonna do it on this occasion because Ulick has already tried to persuade him.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh, Jesus, I have a 30 on it. Come on.
Here we go.
Oh! I'm dropping them. I'm dropping the 7. 8 out of 30.
Holy shit.
That is a hard success.
You only need to drop. Hard success. You actually only need to drop 2 points of luck
Oh, 40.
to make it an extreme success because a fifth of 30 is 6, so you only need to drop 2 points of luck.
He puts hands on the revolver and unclips it, just staring at him. Well, are you in or are you not?
Looking at Professor Miles, who said about retribution, looking at Cartwright. Right. Fuck it. You're in or you're out. And if you're out, you're dead. If you're in, you might die. But if you're out, you will. Fuck it, come on. Right, give me back that rifle. I'm going.
There we go. Hands the rifle back. You don't have anything kind of sharp, like a good sized blade or a knife or...
There's no kitchen knife there in the kitchen.
I think Charlie is looking for something. He's just like, those tentacles will fuck them up. If something like that happens again, he wants to have like a machete or like a sword or something.
Benson's going to lean down to his boot and pull out the big old Bowie knife and go, Is this what you're looking for?
It's absolutely perfect.
You might go next door and get the tongue of the woman there. Fucking sharpest thing in this fucking village.
Oh yeah, and he's saying her.
No sign
The
of her.
blade you've got is, like a long silver blade. It's about 3 inches thick and about 7 inches long, right down his boot. I'm sorry if it smells like rum cocktail.
You call that a knife?
No, I call that Susan.
I'll take good care of it for you, sir.
No abuser.
I'd like to go to my house, pick up my old rifle, my service rifle.
when are we going, lads?
We're going very shortly. We're getting a pint and then we're fucking going.
Probably closed now at this stage, but probably go to my house, grab my rifle, maybe just sleep till the dawn.
I agree. I think obviously it's going to be dark within the mines, but I think we could at least minimize our exposure to these moon men, whatever you call them. If we were out during the day, as far as I can tell, this gentleman has only been seen at night. So at least we'll get to the mines and hopefully get to the source. Maybe he's whatever he is might be sleeping during the days.
Okay, well, will I meet you in the morning, so lads, I better get some sleep if that's the case.
You staying on your own now after you've declared yourself an enemy of this thing?
Well, I suppose not.
You're staying right beside us.
We'll all sleep here then if you want. Place is fucking even worse than mine, but whatever you want. Or else we can walk out at 2 kilometers to my gaff.
Come on, we'll walk.
Before we leave, Keeper, would Peter have any stuff here in his kitchen or whatever that I might be able to mix as we'd say like a smelling salt to make into like a cloth packet for each of us? Something that would possibly take away.
Make a luck roll.
Do you know what I mean? Something to counteract the.
Make a luck roll first. Okay.
Oh,
31 out of 53.
31 out of 53.
Get it all up inside you.
Now I'm gonna have to ask you for let me double check. A medicine check.
Oh, does it have to be just a success or a hard success? Okay, in that case, I'll drop the 9 luck points to make that a success.
Ryan got a 10 out of 1.
You put a tick next to medicine, by the way.
Drop it.
And Benson put that tick next to persuade.
Forgot about that. I have a couple of ticks. I have a couple of things.
Max is just 1 tick per skill.
No, but I mean for like different stats.
Oh yeah, that's good. More the better.
Library use, persuade, intimidate, stealth, and headbutt.
Yes, Professor Miles, you're kind of able to procure kind of like this home remedy kind of like a tincture that might help with the irritation to eyes and throat. You're able. Why don't you roll a d6?
Okay, that'd be a 4.
You're able to make 4 kind of single-use containers of this stuff.
Okay. Cool. And do I understand how long that single-use thing would last?
It's more of, it's not a prevention, it's a cure. So if you or your comrades do succumb to this eye and throat irritation, you just kind of douse it on your eyes and swallow the rest, and it kind of should alleviate any hardship.
Awesome. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Well done, Ryan. That was some good
If there was inspiration in Call of Cthulhu, I'd give it to you, sir.
But there's not, so he's going to give you the finger instead.
I'm just going to
murder your character in a horrible way.
He's going to strangle you in a toilet.
As long as he's got a finger in the toilet, I don't mind.
Kind of my thing.
It was
the toilet
strangler. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Very well. Are we heading to Ulick's house then?
Yeah, I mean, would that make more sense to go to Jack Sullivan's house? But I think whatever.
Okay, well, that's completely up to you guys.
Oh no, well, Ulick wants to get stuff anyway, so yeah.
That's
he probably has to feed the dog too.
Well, he do, of course, you do have to feed Madra.
To Ulick's.
I'm taking the lantern, by the way, from the sleeping bag.
Ulick has the 2 sticks of dynamite and the lighter.
Let's swing by Jack's house because we have.
Swinging by Jack's first.
We've bought loads of stuff and made up packs and stuff to bring. So, what's the sleeping situation? Is there space for everybody in Ulick's house?
We like good fire. We all sleep in the fucking ground. Be grand.
Puddle.
Someone wants my bed. It's grand. It's a little bit fucking. You wake up a bit itchy.
Family-sized puddle.
We'll be fine.
Dicky bed.
Okay, so heading up towards Jack Sullivan's house. As you guys venture towards the center of the village, can I ask you all to make a spot hidden roll? And I'm going to have our friend Peter roll as well.
I'm fucking great, these.
Failure. 65 out of 55.
I have a 35 in this. This is the only second one I rolled that haven't passed. Come on.
So that is a 65 over 55 for Charlie, 80 over 45 for Ulick, which are both failures, and then Benson and Montgomery Miles have passed 21 over 35 and 13 over 25 respectively, and Peter passed as well with an 18 over 35.
Go on, Peter, you mad EGT.
As you're walking into the center of the village, you're kind of making your way towards Jack Sullivan's house. It's absolutely bucketing rain, but you have these kind of weathered rain jackets that is kind of helping you weather the absolute downpour. And just off in the distance, Professor and Benson and Peter, above the church and beyond, back on the mountain trail, something catches your eye. A glowing figure, a glowing speck in the distance. It's the first time the two of you have seen this glowing figure, this Moonlight Man or Fargal. You can see it moving, edging closer and closer down this mountain trail, but not towards the village. Heading towards a dwelling off to the side on the mountain trail. You can still see a lamplight from one of the windows in the house. It's Eugene Grace's house. This thing is heading towards Eugene's.
How quick could we get there?
If you double timed it, you could be there in 20 minutes. But this thing looks like it could beat you to the punch. It's close.
We gotta do it anyway.
And for those who, Peter's like, look, there's the fucking day. I told you it's real. I told you. There it is. Did you see it?
Lock and loads, guys. We've got a light bulb to extinguish. Let's go.
As they set off towards that, I'm gonna set off towards Sullivan's house and see if I can get Cajo and the car, because that would be.
I was
quicker.
just going to say, I think Charlie would go and try and grab his car, and which he has loaded up or has been loading up with this stuff. Because I think the plan was originally that we were all going to like drive up as close as we could get.
Yeah. So most of the path is not drivable, but you'd save yourself some precious minutes by driving. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
We see this guy diving towards Eugene's house. I draw my pistol and I'm like, let's go. And you all run the other direction.
I'm going to. Come on, the fuck. I've got me stick of dynamite here. Let's go.
Benson's not. He's just like, don't fucking like that, you son of a bitch. Let's get the fucking car. And he uncocks the
I'm
revolver.
going to give him a belt of it.
He uncocks the revolver, holsters it, and keeps an eye. And I'm heading that direction. Away from the Moonlight guy, but I'm like, at least we know where it is. Knowledge is power.
The fuck, I thought me and you, we'll run towards it, they'll get the car and pick us up.
No, we're going this way. Let's get the car and get to the mines. At least we know it's there. If it's coming back to the mines, we can get a drop on it.
You keep an eye on it.
No, we're going to Eugene's to save him, right?
Yeah, 100%.
We're not going to the mines, we're going up to Eugene's.
Oh, I thought we were going to Cahill's house to get the car.
Yes, and then straight to Eugene's.
Eugene's fucked, lads.
It looks like Eugene's fucked.
Yes, but I don't believe it to be an actual apparition. Well, I'm saying this as I'm starting to run as well.
Charlie's gone for the keys.
Right, the fuck, let's just fucking stick together and come on, the fuck, we get
Charlie shouts over his shoulder, keep an eye on it, see where it goes.
We'll get the jammer.
Peter has the rifle. Was there a scope on it? It probably wasn't a scope on the rifle, was it? Little bit ambitious, I suppose.
It's iron sights with aim assist. That's it.
Yeah. In fucking 1919.
Got a little bit right hand drift.
So you're all jumping into the car.
Yeah.
You all jump into Charlie's car, and Charlie produces the keys from your pocket, and you kind of fumble with it at first, but you turn on the ignition, put the foot to the floor. Can I ask you to make a drive auto check? You know how to drive a car. It's just because it's raining and the track up to the mines is very poor. I just want to.
You're fucking.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, you sexy man.
If you wish, you can push that roll, or you can. Sorry, I'm
it's
looking
a fucking hard success.
That's a hard success.
You can push the roll. 50.
The only thing he's gonna push. The only things he's gonna push is. Shit.
With a hard success, 15 out of 50, you're able to like navigate through these harsh weather conditions, and you kind of even push your car a little further beyond the trail. That maybe a car you maybe should park it up, but you're like, no, it can go a little bit more, and you don't do any damage to the car.
Is this open top or hard top?
That's up to Charlie.
I think it's like the kind of thing you'd see in Downton Abbey with like the big swirling kind of like the old. What do you call it? Royal Royces kind of things with the big long front on it. I think
like a Batman mobile with no roof.
Yes, something like that. I need to figure it out. I think, but
like the old 450 or something like that.
Yeah, I think there will be a soft top on it.
Whatever's envisioned, I'm either hanging out the window or sitting up holding on the headrest, shouting "Long easy left, maybe."
Yeah, you just see the headlights coming up, but like these would be old big iron tires with like hard rubber, like there's these things
and you're able to drive it as far as you possibly can. The rest of the journey will have to be made on foot. Another maybe 10 minutes or so on foot, and as you're kind of going at a very, very fast pace, a couple of oil lanterns lit in the darkness, trudging your way through the now kind of mucky, murky mountain trail path, and see this glowing figure. It's just outside the house. You're minutes away. This thing is going to beat you to the punch, but you will be just a couple of minutes, 3 or 4 minutes max behind it. And trudging up the path, all of you kind of against the wind, against the rain. It's the icy cold rain stinging your face as you run up towards Eugene Grace's house. You approach the door. Not a sound from inside. The door is kind of lobbing a bit in the breeze, but it is ajar.
Is there traces of this nitrate on the door? Like door frame, door handle?
Doesn't appear to be.
Sorry, so when Charlie was running back to get the car, he was shouting at the guys to keep an eye on the
Benson was watching.
Gallic. Were they able to see it come back out of the house? Presumably we saw it going into the house.
No, you saw it going into the house, you didn't see it leave.
Door open.
Door is open.
Charlie has his knife and is hanging at the back. Charlie is not a brave man.
Ulick will just fucking bash the door open, walk in, looking for the shotgun.
Okay.
Benson's right behind him, pistol up against his breast, sort of.
Pushing open the door.
He'll pull out his pocket knife. That's all he's got right now.
Pushing open the door, you enter the hallway of the house, and I can see that the living room door is wide open, and the coffee table in the room has been overturned, and there are other ornaments and furnishings tossed aside. And the far side of the room, you see poor Eugene slumped against the wall. Blood soaks from his shirt, and a gaping wound in his chest, and pools around the ground. His eyes bulge in their sockets, and his expression is contorted. His death was an agonizing one. A shotgun lies on the ground beside him.
Wow. Ulick will he'll grab a cloth, just throw it over his face. Something that. What did Miles have something for us?
You're putting a handkerchief over your own face.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. You've seen a dead body before, but I presume everyone else hasn't.
Benson has.
Benson has
made a few. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if Charlie has, but Charlie's still outside at this stage. I don't know if he's gone into the house
I
yet.
think it's only the dynamic duo that went in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be by the door. I wouldn't.
You've both seen a dead body before, so I'm not going to ask you for
the trenches. Yeah.
Yeah. And Benson, being a hardened PI from Washington DC, you would have seen his fair share.
Made a few.
So Ulick will run in and grab the shotgun with a cloth as well. We won't be touching it with his hand, and he'll just listen and see if your man's breathing. Obviously, he's fucked.
Benson's going to turn his shoulders at the door and watch outside into the corridor and listen for anything that's in any other room.
Unless there's a last sort of
guarding the door, guarding the living room that they're in.
Ulick, can I ask you to make a spot hidden roll, please?
Oh, shit at these.
I'm so glad I turned my shoulders.
Lads, I've been rolling consistent failures all the fucking time.
Drop the luck. It's only 32. Go on, drop it.
I've 10 luck left for a big man because
you've stolen all of Ryan's bad luck.
Can I give him some of my luck?
No.
Oh, please.
No.
If it was D&D, you'd be doing well because you keep rolling really high. So that's sort of consolation.
You'd be God mode right now.
This is Ryan's time to shine now.
He'll pull the Bridget's cross down off the wall that I see there, and he'll just plop it on his chest and go, awful tick fucker, Eugene. What you look at? May the God bless you now.
What's happening in there?
He's dead.
Dead as a fucking doornail.
Any sign of this Moon Man?
Yeah, he's in there making us a cup of tea. What the fuck do you think?
Ulick, as you shout out, Benson, can you make a listen roll as you're standing in the doorway?
I'm going to start heading around the back as well.
I might be dropping luck on this, lads. I'm not even going to lie. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Swear above it, no.
You don't even have that luck.
I've got tight titness.
95 over 30.
Yeah, that's a failure. You don't. The only thing you hear is Ulick going, shouting out. Sorry. So Professor Miles has jumped up around back.
Yeah, I'm going to go around the outside and just see if there was any exit or any notice of any exit, and if there's any tracks.
So around the back of the house, you don't actually... you do see a back door that kind of comes out of the kitchen / utility, but it is closed.
Okay, is there any windows open? Any smashed windows? Anything to say that there's been...
No.
Okay. Can I see the guys through the window?
No.
Okay, it's the other side of the house.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
fair enough. I'm going to circle around the rest of the side of the house, the other side that I hadn't been on, coming back round to the front door.
So before I make that action from Professor Miles come full circle, a little bit of time will pass with the other guys at the other side of the house.
Yeah, perfect.
For sure. And during that time, I think Charlie will while he has the knife in his hand, has kind of gone back to the car and may have taken out like lanterns or something to that effect. Cool. So we've got a bit of light to look around with.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Since the car pulled up and everyone jumped out.
Oh yeah, I presumed you did it. That's why I said you were holding lanterns, kind of running up to
yes, perfect.
Yeah, Benson has the lantern he lifted from the piss-stained sleeping bag.
Okay. Are
there any doors, in front of...
yeah, sorry.
We went into the living room and Benson's
the living room was just the first door you saw when you bust in. I just wanted to keep the momentum going in that direction.
Yeah.
But there's also a couple of... one room opposite the living room. There's also a stairway leading upstairs. And then there's a door at the back of the hallway.
Okay, the door that's right in front of Benson, he wants to boot it open and just shine the light in and points the revolver in, and if fucking a spirit farts, he's shooting.
Bang! Kick open the door.
He's just crosshairs in.
A bedroom. Empty. Dark, but empty. You don't see any movement inside. Ulick, Benson, another listen roll, please.
Come on, boys.
Come on, drop it.
This is... Oh my god.
That is a fumble from you.
A 99 over 20.
How can I fumble my own ears?
That's like playing... That's like playing pool and face planting the table.
Yeah.
I win.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna cause any fumble effect from that.
Wolverine in the corner here, but he's 21 over 30.
The door, your senses honed as you scan the room for even a speck of dust.
A fart in the wind I'm listening for.
You hear a creak of the floorboard upstairs above your head.
There's something upstairs, boys. Don't fucking move, bitch.
As you shout that out to the rest of them, you hear this kind of coming from upstairs.
You look. Get behind me. We're going to draw this fucker out.
More footsteps. This time, much more pronounced.
Are they sound like they're coming towards the top of the stairs?
Yeah.
Right. You look behind me. And I'm backing out, but pointing towards the bottom of the stairwell. And shouting to the other guys, get your rifles to this fucking stairwell.
Checking the shotgun has a cartridge in it.
There's two. It's a double barrel shotgun. There's a barrel in each one. Or a barrel in each one, a shell in each one.
There's a barrel in each barrel.
A double barrel shotgun that has a barrel within each.
Double barrel shotgun.
That's a good start, lad.
That son of a bitch has a minigun. Let's go.
Okay, cool. So Ulick has the old shotgun up there, not exactly resting on Benson's shoulders, but ready to go anyway. So
Benson just walking back and whispers to Ulick, if it shines, we can kill it.
Did we say, have we any other firearms?
So Benson has a pistol, Charlie has a bolt-action rifle, and Ulick has
quadruple barrel shotgun.
A quadruple barrel shotgun.
We'll call her Beatrix, the Undaunted.
But we didn't get myself and the good professor are rocking.
Oh, sorry, Peter has the rifle. Sorry, yeah, no, but you guys are. You have Susan Benson's knife
for sure, and a lantern.
Big old yoke she is too, by a big old 9-inch blade.
I have my charm. That's all I need.
Excellent. Well, yeah, the two of us are kind of down. Well, I'm down at the front door, the lantern on.
You go for its fucking legs. I'll go for its head and chest.
Are we going to call it? Will we call it out to us? Will we fucking draw it in?
Before you do, get a chance, Benson, at the top of the stairs, you see this creature come into view. Half of its body is just bare bone. It's wearing tattered overalls. Its skin is blue. It has only one eye, and it has a pickaxe in its hand. And it starts shambling down the stars towards you. What is everybody's dexterity? As we're going to get into some turn orders here.
45.
Foom, 55.
I've got 45 also.
Can I use appearance because I'm a bit sexy?
What's your appearance?
65.
I'm 75.
Oh, you're a good-looking fella, boys here.
My dex is 35 as well.
Al Benson's a dark horse by intelligence 85, education 77, ugly bitch with a gun.
So sorry, just so I have it right. Ulick, your dex is
45.
Benson,
55.
Charlie,
45.
Miles,
35.
and And our boy here is that.
3. He's crawling, he's got one eye. Silver's a bit slidey.
Benson, you are going to get to act first.
Yes, I'm dropping 6 shots at his face. Just unload.
You can fire
25, not a problem.
You can fire 1 shot, or if you fire any more than that in the same turn, the shots will be at disadvantage. Penalty die.
Right. And the penalty die, I've got my handgun. So the penalty die means when I roll,
you roll twice and you take the highest one.
Okay, so first shot, I'm gonna drop 2.
So you'll only be able to fire, I believe, 3 shots.
Right,
all
I'm gonna
with
drop
penalty.
But the first one's not a penalty.
They're all penalty.
Every one of them.
Because you're just you're just going bang bang bang. You're not like taking the time.
He's aiming with the first thing
I know,
he sees.
but that's just if you take more than 1 shot on a single turn, it's all with penalty die.
Okay, I'm gonna gun it to 88. Go back to the future and go for 1 shot. No, I'll go for 3. I'll go for 3. Give it 50%. So there's the first one.
Yeah, you have to take the higher one though. That's an 86 out of 60. That's a fail.
Ah, you son of a bitch. Come on.
That's a 91 out of 60. Another
Come
fail.
on. To be fair, it was a 41. They're all passes until he saw this thing that scared the shit out of him.
Penalty. Yeah. Listen, another hard success, but you have to roll that penalty.
Jesus Christ.
So I put a new back door in.
You can't spend luck on a combat roll either.
I just put the back door in.
Yeah, 3 shots.
See, I didn't know that for clarification, but we'll go with it for lesson learned. Let's go.
We're learning as we go. This thing just keeps shambling down the stairs. The shots go over the shoulder. All miss. This thing just keeps creeping closer and closer, just going.
Keep going, you like take your shot.
Can I ask? Sorry, for Charlie, Peter, Benson, and Ulick, I'm going to actually need a sanity roll upon seeing this thing.
That's my first success in 6 rolls.
8. 13. I'm dropping 13 luck. Don't give a shit. That's how it is.
You can't spend luck on a sanity roll.
Oh no, I can't do it. Okay, I'm bad. 55 out of 48. 55 out of 48. Shoot a hole in the wall and then start spilling out.
So I got a 66 out of 70. So
did Charlie see it now at this stage? Charlie's still outside.
If he's still outside, you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, no, he hasn't.
Can I just say, for narrative purposes, the only one that rolled a sanity check with success was the nut job of the group.
Ulick's coming out on top. That's it.
Yeah.
Ulick's going to go crazy and just come out like a completely well-adjusted normal person. After this, he'll go so crazy he'll be like, "Hello, my name's Ulick. How do you do?"
Hello, hi.
Ulick, that is 1 sanity loss for you. Even on a success, it's 1 sanity loss. And for Benson is 5 sanity loss.
Oh, near you.
What happens when you roll 5 or higher on a single sanity loss induces a potential bout of madness? Can you make an intelligence roll?
Oh, not a problem. So that's 40 out of 40. Intelligence, where is it? It's alright, boys. I got it. It's okay, boys.
You got it. We all believe in you.
63 out of 85. Get it up, yeah.
Now, do you want to know the funny thing?
No, don't tell me no hard success. Don't do that shit.
No. You actually want to fail those because your mind is rationalizing what it's seeing and it's going to induce a bout of madness.
I disagree.
So to roll an intelligence against a bout of madness, you actually want to fail those ones.
I've clicked it and it's
so
not
this
giving me
is probably
dice.
A good reason why all your shots missed.
Oh, here we go.
Your mind just shatters at the sight of this thing.
I shit my pants, guys. Sorry.
Shit the tugs.
8. Filled the gonks all together. I'm the Golgotha.
8 is physical hysterics or emotional outburst. The investigator is incapacitated from laughing, crying, or screaming for 1d10 rounds.
I'm shrieking like a war widow.
And you will be for the next
48 weeks.
Do you want to roll a d10 for me because it's actually freezing on me?
Well, I got. Oh, no, I don't. I fucking don't.
So Benson,
8 again.
So for the next 8 rounds, you are going to be hysterically screaming and incapacitated. You are out of the turn order. You are just standing there screaming.
Great.
If you want to roleplay that out, you can indeed, my good man.
So much for a hard gun-toting American.
You wanted to see some shit, now you've seen some shit.
It's not a witch. It's a weird zombie crawling, pickaxe wielding zombie bitch. No, that's
Yes,
what the.
it
I actually need
is.
to roll Peter's sanity loss because he failed also.
Oh no.
Oh my god, he rolled a 5 sanity loss as well. It's 1d4 plus 1, so he's going to also roll an intelligence check real quick.
Please tell me he's screaming as well.
He succeeds.
Ah, fuck Peter.
A 10. He develops a phobia. One on top of already he has. He is now
Afraid of me?
terrified of corpses. Just terrified of corpses.
It makes a lot of sense. So
But he is not incapacitated, but he is going to put as much distance between it and him as he possibly can. It is Peter's turn. He is going
How
to...
does one get out of this thing, or is it? It's not. I'm just standing there pissing myself.
You're incapacitated. You're just standing there screaming.
Nice to know you boys. I'm away.
Peter is going to freak out and start running. He will basically try and run right out the door. He doesn't want anything to do with this anymore. So he's going to flee, which is going to bring us to Ulick's turn.
Does he drop his gun by any chance?
Nope.
he's gonna really will line up the shotgun, and he will just.
You are holding a double barrel shotgun with a fractured arm. This will be with a penalty die.
Oh, fuck, we forgot about his fucking arm.
That is a success, 43 out of 50. What does the penalty die do?
You have to take the higher.
It means you stand there screaming and pissing yourself like I am.
So it's just a D10, is it?
Yep.
1 second.
We can click on the word bonus penalty, I think, underneath.
You can
it.
click, yeah.
So it's
Still
two.
a success. You rolled a 43 and a 23, so we have to
He's
take the
been
43.
through hell in the trenches, boys.
Yes, yes. Broken arm ain't mean nothing.
There you go. So he's still a few yards away, so the damage will be 2d6.
It's but a scratch.
That'll be 7.
7 points au damage.
Just in my head, cinematically, Benson sitting there just going, "Ah!" blowing holes in the wall.
Shotgun blast. Shotgun shrapnel rips some of the wallpaper off the wall and also takes reams of flesh off this thing as it just kind of knocks back. Still a hand on a pickaxe. Buries the pickaxe into the banister of the stairway to steady itself, and it just looks at you, Ulick, and goes as it starts to edge even closer and closer towards you guys.
So, just action economy in Call of Cthulhu, do you just either choose to shoot or move, or can you shoot
So
and
everything
move,
all
or?
happens all at once. So if you choose to shoot and then move, it's kind of like if you're shooting while moving, it's with a penalty.
Okay,
And
cool.
there is such a thing as a double penalty die. But you can move.
Can you move
on
after
your
I
turn,
shoot, or is that a next? That will be on my
Yeah,
next turn.
like that's totally fine. You can do that. But if a character moves during their turn and someone's firing at them, they're a moving target, and then that's another thing as well. That's another penalty as well. So, but yeah, if you want to move, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll definitely, if he can reach out and sort of grab Benson by the collar and move him along. He probably can't because
That will be another action though.
Okay, grand. Well, he'll just shout at him and go, "Would you come on, you fucking stupid Yankee? Let's move!" And he'll just move back.
Charlie, your turn.
Right. So
This thing is about halfway down the staircase. Benson's at the foot of the stairs, just hands gone down by his sides, the revolver just idly in his hand. He's just looking at this thing and screaming.
I think Charlie at this stage, hearing the gunshots, the screaming, etc., is going to move towards the front door. And can he see what's going on from the door?
Absolutely, which is why I'm going to ask you for that sanity check.
I've got 54 now of my sanity. Another fucking failure. It's 97 over 54. What is that?
4 sanity loss. How much sanity have you lost in the last 24 hours?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I need to know. I must know.
I've lost 10. Well, I've lost 10 in total. So I don't know.
That wouldn't be 24 hours just yet. So yeah.
The first 5 was in one lump.
Okay. Perfect.
And that was, I think,
Perfect,
the day before.
It hasn't been. It's been over 24 hours, so we'll say that's fine. The definite rule is kind of like losing 10 points of sanity in a short period of time.
For sure.
it causes something to happen. But we'll say that
Yeah, because I think that was actually
it's
when
fine
he
on this
heard
occasion.
the whisper of "release me" first,
Yeah.
which is when we arrived in town, which is like a
good-
couple of
good
days, at
time,
least a
yeah.
day ago. So
fine.
we're down to 50 sanity points from 60.
that's totally fine. Just make a note of that. That's totally fine. So yeah,
Cool.
you still have an action to take if you would like.
So he's seeing Peter is on the way out. Is he gone past me yet, or did I see
Oh
him?
yeah, he kind of raced out of the house, going no, the dead, the Moonlight Man, they're all going to get me. They're all going to kill us.
He's
They're going
brought
to kill
his
us all.
rifle with him, hasn't he?
If you want to retcon and try and snatch it off him, I'll allow it.
I would definitely like to do that.
Oh, come on, lad.
I'll take a dexterity check.
Okay, dexterity is 45. Come on.
And you know what? You can make it with a bonus die because he's not going to resist you taking it. He's just getting the hell out of dodge.
That's great because that was an 84 out of 45. So
Yeah, you
I
can
need
roll another tens die.
4. So I click on the bonus penalty button.
Yeah, that's fine.
6.
64
Not
out
good
of
enough.
45.
64.
Yeah, he's running fast. It's kind of dark. You don't get a good grab on the rifle.
That's grand, yeah. I think he like reaches out, but yeah, it barrels past. So I think Charlie's going to go in. I don't know how this would work out from a mechanics point of view, but I think once Charlie sees Benson in this condition that he's in, and he sees potentially sees Ulick firing and kind of going, "Come on, get out of here!" And I can assume he'll sympathise, but at least see Benson his situation. First of all, I think he'd like to go and grab Benson and pull him out, but I think he would have to like really, really push himself to do it. Like there's a huge chance that he's just not going to be able to like convince himself to cross that threshold and get nearer to this thing. So I don't know how that would work out from a
Well, you have
mechanics
to wait
point of
until
view.
your next turn because you've used up your action economy, my man.
Oh, that was
Trying
to
to
grab
take the
the thing,
rifle.
was it?
Yeah.
Okay, grand. Okay, that's no problem. So he's gone to the door, and I think he's just kind of standing in shock at the doorway, staring in.
Miles, you've just noticed that the back door is locked, and then you hear 3 revolver rounds go off, and then very soon after a shotgun blast, and you can hear somebody screaming.
So at the sound of a girl screaming, Miles is going to run back around the house.
Yeah, it'll probably take all of the time to get around back to the house. You wouldn't be able to like use an action as such
That's
at this
fine.
time.
Yep.
It is the creature's turn. Makes its way
You son of a bitch.
down to the foot of the stairs, Benson. Can you make a constitution check as this thing gets right up in your face?
Is this a silver or him slapping me?
It's the silver nitrate powder that kind of shakes off him as he gets right up in your grill.
I'm going to look at the camera and click it. That's green.
There's a hard success of 15 out of 50.
Am I kicking it? Oh.
This dust surrounds you, this kind of pasty white kind of dust, but it hasn't had any effect on you just yet. This thing raises up its pickaxe at you, Benson, and swipes. I still allow you to fight back or dodge because you're screaming, you're incapacitated, you just can't take any actions. But I will allow you to kind of fight back or dodge. You're not just standing there just ogling the axe as it comes down on your right eye.
I'm fumbling, moving away. I
will say if you're dodging. If the creature succeeds and you succeed, you dodge. If you fight back, if you both succeed, you still get hit, and you don't get to fight back.
Okay, Benson wants to get away from him. I'm gonna dodge and drop every ounce of luck down its pee hole.
All right, it's going to roll to hit, and then you roll to dodge. It's going to fail, and you fail, so nothing happens. You just stand there screaming. This thing, like, kind of stumbles on the last step. The axe goes to the left and buries into the newel post at the end of the.
For cinematic value, does it put its hand on a piece of the stair that Benson blew away? You know, so it goes to swing and it goes and stumbles before it swings?
Yeah, sure, why not? I think that would be good for cinematic purposes, but yeah, this thing...
Yeah, it makes me feel good. I can sleep tonight.
We go back to the top of the turn order, and Benson, you can't do any actions. You're just still looking at this thing screaming, which means you get to take another action. You still have 1 shell left in that barrel. What are you going to do, my man?
He's gonna fucking blast. I just started blasting. So
Another penalty die on that firearms shotgun roll.
Main edit. Hold on, not sorry, 1 second. I'll come at you.
The hallway of this house is just a symphony of Benson screaming and this thing just going.
Extreme success. Does that mitigate that penalty at all, or no? So what do I do? I
That's
just
a 6 over 50.
Roll another one.
And now it's at
35
36.
over 50. That's still a regular success, so that's fine. You moved away, so it's still another 2d6.
Oh no, yeah, he's not moving up for the 46. Would there be a penalty if he was point blank?
No.
Just given that it's a cosmic horror, like there wouldn't be any sort of like terror
There's only,
penalty.
you get a bonus on a roll if you're up point blank with a handgun.
Anyway, 2d6.
2d6.
Scattergun down his throat.
Boop 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 boop. Skibbity bop boopity bop. That's another 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage, and this thing buries its pickaxe into the end post of the stairs. Benson just kind of frozen in this fit of screaming, with his mind comprehending what.
Not frozen, quivering in fear.
Quivering in fear. As Ulick, you kind of look at the shotgun.
Just for flavour, can I just say that Ulick is hearing now, with Benson's screams of terror, it seems like they're magnifying for Ulick. He's back there now. He's just back there.
And instinct kicks in. You don't even use your broken arm as a rest for your shotgun. You all the strength in your right arm, you raise the shotgun up, point it at this thing's head, and bang! Bits of bone and chunks of whatever remained of flesh inside this thing's head just paints the walls around. And this thing, with nothing but coagulated blood just glooping down from between its shoulders, falls to its knees before at Benson's feet, and then off to the side at the end of the staircase. It's dead. You're still screaming with blood, like congealed blood, just and chunks of bits of skull and all over your face. Ulick, you have removed the head of this creature, and it just falls over. And as Benson screams continuously, the scream just carries out the door and into the night. The people of the Silver Mines probably heard a faint bang off in the distance, but Benson's screams just carry off with the wind. And as things settle down, Professor Montgomery Miles arrives at the door, sees this thing collapsed.
Where's the little girl?
And that's where we're going to end it. That's where we're going to end it this evening.
good work, Ulick.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Look, Ulick was rolling consistent fails the whole fucking last 2 games.
Yeah.
It's like 5 or 6 fails in a fucking row, and then when it counted, just the narrative dice.
The dice gods are real.
The dice gods are real.
World.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks, Mark.
Absolutely.
Poor old
My
Benson,
pleasure.
though. He was.
I know, I was passing all over the place, and then I was like, do you know what? I'll go for a multi-shot here.
Narratively speaking, Benson was the person who was like, I wish I was the one who saw the tentacles at the time. And you see one corpse, and you're just like,
Fucking shit your bags, big man.
I saw a corpse coming down the stairs with a miner's cap on, a pickaxe going,
Fuck was he doing upstairs anyway? I want to know.
He was trying to find that toilet that had the tentacles in it. I went from a 55 sanity to a 40.
But as always, if any of our listeners are interested in this game, if they want to torment their friends in the same way that Mark's tormenting us, you can buy this on Drive-Thru-RPG. It is called No Silver Linings, and it is written by our very own Keeper Mark.
Indeed.
Who has done an absolutely whopper job. Every
Absolutely
time
fantastic job.
I think this game can't get any better, and then it gets way fucking better. So thank you very much, Mark. Well done.
Absolutely,
And go
my
and check
pleasure.
it out.
All joking aside, as a forever DM getting thrown in here as a character who's like, I'll do it, who doesn't do it and just screams like a girl and pisses himself. It's fucking class.
Please do check out the other side of the house. Our Twitch streams, we're on 4 nights a week with a bunch of homebrew and published adventures. We are the Emerald Collective. You'll find us on Twitch, and we love you all.
We sure do. And thanks everyone for listening, and thanks to you guys for playing. This has been quite the adventure so far, and it's a story that I'm really, really enjoying telling and narratively developing it with you guys. So thanks for sticking along. Thanks everyone for listening. We're reaching the climax of this story, so stay with us just a little bit longer, and we'll see what happens.
The climax.
Goodbye, little girl.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thanks very much,
Bye,
everyone.
guys.